In the middle of a storm. You really got me.
All right, folks, you already know what it is. Guru is back in the building. Let's go. Let's get the energy up. Appreciate y'all for joining. Let's go. Shout out to Brother Turner. Thank you, my brother, for the super chat. Let's go, folks. Let's go.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Shout out to everybody that's joining live right now. Appreciate you for being here. We got a very important topic. Good Friday to you all. Happy Friday. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Appreciate you for joining. Look, folks, I got a great topic in store for you today. Let's go. I appreciate y'all for joining. Do me a favor. Share this live stream. If you haven't had a chance to share the live stream, share the live stream. Hit the share button. Get my like count up. That's all I ask y'all to do right now. Let's get the like count up in the building, wherever you are, wherever country, place. Some of y'all right now probably sitting on the toilet watching me. Come on, talk to me. Some of y'all might be watching on replay eventually. If you're watching this on replay, we live in a society today where we got people that sit on the toilet. You watch TV or any type of content while you sitting on the toilet. Ain't that something? Ain't that something where you can sit on the toilet and watch? I need to inbox you a question about my ordeal. Okay. All right. Go ahead and inbox me your question and let's see if we can figure it out. Folks, thank you so much for being here and joining. We're going to get this thing on the road. Where's my comment box at? Let me see if I can get this thing up real quick. So we can get this thing up and running. I got a very important topic regarding shout out to Lady Shan. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, hello, Guru, in chat. Am I on time? Yes, you are on time. You're here. Thank you for joining. You know, hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull this up. You know, we live in a day and time where a lot of the women today, most of them, they work, they have jobs. Majority of women, especially if we live in the United States or anywhere in the West, majority of the women have jobs. Women in most part of the world probably do some type of work. Whether or not they have an actual employer, that's a difference, right? But they do some type of work. You know, they've always been working. But I'm talking about during this live stream, what kind of working are they actually doing for a job versus what they're doing in their house? That's what I'm talking about. What are they doing on a job versus what are they doing in their house? So that's the difference. That's something that we have to address. Now, I want you guys to pay careful attention to what's actually happening in our society today and the changing of the guard. There's a survey. I don't know if you're just tuning in, there's a survey that you can look at yourself. If you need to inbox me, brother, just send it to my, you can inbox me on Facebook or Instagram. I'll figure it out. I'll probably get it. There's a survey in which women are questioned about their satisfaction, men and women, about their job satisfaction. 7 years in a row, women have said they're not satisfied with their jobs. 7 years in a row, they're not satisfied with their jobs. And let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. If a woman's not satisfied with her job when she leaves the home, Is she going to be happy when she gets home? That's my question to the chat room. If a woman is not satisfied, and when I say they're not satisfied, they're significantly less satisfied than men. Is she going to be satisfied? Is she going to be happy when she gets home? We're talking they're in the 30% range of job satisfaction. Y'all are saying no. Y'all are saying no. How can you be good for your relationship in your home? You're focused on your career, you're focused on your job. How can you be any good for your home if you're not even happy when you leave the home and go to work? Mrs. Gale said, no, most W's that work are extremely stressed. I would agree with that. Folks, let's go. Get my like count up. I need y'all to just get my likes up right now. Let's go. How can you be happy at home with your husband, with your children and all that stuff if you're not even happy with your job? I say it all the time. They're taking more antidepressants than ever. You can look up this data for yourself. The W's today take more antidepressants. They're drinking more than ever. All liquored up. Using all kind of substances, right? Illegal substances that they shouldn't be using. They're using those more than ever. Abusing prescription meds to try to escape the pain. A lot of them, you don't see normally when they're posting, even on social media, you don't see a lot of them posting about how happy they are and satisfied they are at work. You don't see them posting about how happy and satisfied they are at work. And then when we're posting children, when they're posting about the children, what kind of pictures are W's today putting up and posting about children? Some trend, some shit regarding some trend. Come on, talk to me. It's always some trend based. Why aren't you posting about how happy you are, how satisfied you are with being a mom? How much energy you have when you leave the workplace and get off and get home. And you can't wait to get off of work, even though you're happy at work. You can't wait to get off so you can see your children. Why are we not posting about stuff like that? We don't see that many unless it's a stay-at-home mom who's super invested in her family and her children. We don't see a lot of posts like that from the working woman. Have y'all ever considered this? As women, have y'all ever considered this? The damage that is doing to your children. We don't even really need to get that deep into it. We can talk about, how are the children doing in school? I hear more teachers now than ever before complaining, saying that parents don't care. And most of the time when they're saying the parents, are talking about the mothers. Less and less show up for parent-teacher conferences. Less and less are actually sending their children to school with their hair combed. Come on, guru. Talk to them. Y'all don't even, a lot of W's today don't even send the children with the hair combed. You rushing out the house because you trying to hurry up and get to work. Not combing your children's hair. How are you any good for you late to work every day? Why are you late to work every day? Come on, talk to me. Why are so many W's late to work every day? A woman that's excited and can't wait to get to work, she's going to be early and on time. You know that a lot of women of old used to get up before the sunrise to take care of their families because they knew that was a job, a big job to take care of their children and their families. They had love from within. They couldn't wait to nourish their family, their children with good, healthy food. What do you see today? You see a lot of W's today dragging to get out of bed. Talk to them. Oh, you tough. Can't convince me nobody that drags to get out of bed is excited and happy about their life. Come on, talk to me. Why is there more W's working than men? What kind of jobs are y'all working, Jennifer? Jennifer, what kind of jobs are y'all working? Because I just told you the job satisfaction survey 7 years in a row says that y'all are not that happy. Y'all are a lot less happy than men working. Y'all are a lot less happy than men. What does me being single have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Brother, what are you talking about? Am I single? What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, just from listening, it sounds like you probably don't get no women. You know how you are. It seems like a lot of things you do is they ain't good with women.
It seems like a lot of people that do what?
Like get on the internet, talking bad about women and shit. So just in general, right? So I'm just asking. That's the reason I asked him to come, came up. So I just want to know, like, shit, do you actually,
are you ignorant? Let me ask you this question. Do rappers I'm just saying female rappers. Do female rappers like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, do they talk real bad about ninjas and men?
I mean, sometimes, yes.
Do they shit on men? Okay, do you think that there's a lot of men that want to holler at them, screw them, and get in their DMs?
Yeah, but I don't
okay, so as much as they talk bad about men in their music, they still get hollered at a lot.
My boy, ain't nobody.
Okay, so me talking the way I talk about women have nothing to do with how many women I can get.
Yeah, but Guru, I don't think nobody coming for you, big dog. Let's be real.
You don't think what?
I don't think nobody coming for you. Ain't nobody asking for you. They ain't looking. Them little babies ain't looking for you, man. Stop lying, bro. You ain't got to lie about that.
All right, brother, get the hell up off of here. We got some goofy ass dudes, and those are the same kind of dudes that I always say, who's impregnating the W's today? Those dudes right there. That's the same kind of dude that's impregnating a lot of the foolish ass women because they're not gonna hold women accountable. They're not gonna say nothing to a woman. He's gonna matter of fact, he probably laying up under some woman right now, driving her car, laying on her couch. I know the speech of one of them ninjas that don't got shit going on with his life. I know how they sound. One that's laid up under some woman who can't make his own money, can't hold down a job, can't hold down a career, don't have a house, don't have a car. Shout out to Mrs. Gale. Thank you so much. She said a study came out last year that the average mom is spending 30 minutes a day quality time with their children. My goodness. Thank you, Mrs. Gale, for that study. Thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you, sister. Not happy with your job, right? Much less satisfied than men. And you don't want to spend any time with your children when and if you have any. Brother, I'm not letting you back up. I'm not letting you back up. You think I will let you back up? Folks, let's go. I need y'all to get my like count up. Thank you in advance. I need y'all to get my like count up. Appreciate you. Thank you in advance. Thank you to the people who have donated and contributed to this platform so far today. Appreciate you so much. Folks, every once in a while we get a fool that's a clown that can't handle what I'm saying and speaking about the truth. Because I can tell you right now, what's probably happened, what's probably going on is I'm talking about his woman. He laid up under some woman who come home every day and bitch and complain about her job, how much she don't like it, right? I'm talking about his woman. And if it wasn't for your woman, a women like that came home bitch and complain all the time, you wouldn't have a place to stay. You wouldn't have a place to stay. Why would I let you back on my page? Exactly, Brother Turner. He said a couch ninja. Why would I let you back on my page? You know, your wife, brother, get the hell up out of here. Nobody got time for you. Don't got time for nobody that's running their mouth like you. Goodbye. Anyway, back to what I was saying, folks. I was cooking too. I'm trying to still figure out, do working women make, but we live, folks, on multiple platforms. We live over here, YouTube channel, Facebook, and multiple other platforms. I'm trying to figure out how working women can make better wives or partners. I'm talking about the working women that are so career oriented when they're not happy at home or not happy at work. They're not happy at home. They get out of bed real late, right? I said this earlier. Somebody that drags out of bed like that is not happy with life in general. Person that's happy with life, they'll go to bed, a lot of times go to bed early, can't wait to wake up, can't wait to get their day started. Dragging out of bed and shit, you're not happy. Shout out to Mr. Marcus. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. He said, and how you love my kids but hate their dad. I don't think W's love their kids. They see them as C blockers. Yeah, a lot of them don't love their children anymore in this day and time, brother. A lot of them don't love their children. They could care less about children. In this day and time, a lot of them, all they care about is the money. And that tells you right there that it makes sense, the satisfaction. But they say they're not even happy. I looked at the satisfaction. They're not even happy with the compensation. Because you're not working. A lot of y'all are not working in jobs and working careers where you're going to make a whole bunch of money anyway. A lot of them get fed up, especially the younger ones. They get fed up and they resort to selling their body, selling cooter cat. Come on, talk to me. You have to resort to selling cooter cat because you're not happy with the pay. Well, you got the degree, you went and got the job. You supposed to be smart enough to know how much money you was going to make before you took the position. You should have known how much you were going to make before you took the position. Hold on a second. Shout out to Brother Keith. Thank you for the super chat. He says, salute Guru, happy Friday. We made it. Also, the last caller are the ones standing on the corner in every ghetto, letting Section 8 BWs take care of them. That's facts. A lot of them are doing that, letting the Section 8 BWs take care of them. They wouldn't have a place to stay if they didn't have those kind of women around. Shout out to Big Dave. He said, even through the phone, this call smelled like the W word, the green plant, unbraid cornrows, PS5, and unemployment.
Hey, look, tell them I can show them my job now. I'm back, baby. Hey, tell them I can get.
Brother, get the hell off of my joint. Nobody want to listen to you. If you was, look, if you had so much relevance, if you was so important, if you was really about something, why don't you go start you up a platform and combat what I'm saying? Why don't you go start you up a platform and you can uplift the women and see if they come over there and listen to you and watch you? Why don't you get you a platform going and then we'll see what happens. Shout out to Mrs. Gail again for the super chat. Thank you, sister. She said, most, if not all, W's do not want to work. That's why they always require, no matter what race, culture, or location, that the man cover most, if not all, the bills. That's very true. That's very true. They still want the man to cover more. I don't know if y'all have seen this Portia Williams story, and I didn't want to put her fake weave wig wearing self on my thumbnail. I don't know if y'all seen Portia Williams, right? Portia Williams. Hold on one second, folks. Portia Williams is going through a divorce right now, and she says that she apparently, I guess, allegedly, according to the husband, soon to be ex-husband, she was talking ish about him, saying he has ED. He was talking mess about him, saying he has ED. She's the woman from the Housewives, one of those Housewives shows, Housewives of Atlanta, or I don't know, one of those shows. She's the wife of one of those men. She's on that show, Portia. This is the second time she didn't get divorced. Wasn't married long, I guess, the first time. Now divorced again. Going through a divorce again. Portia was clapping it up and giving a shout out to all the women who are getting out of marriages. She's happy about that. She's happy about women who get out of marriages and shit like this. Instead of being happy for the women who remain in marriages, women who were successful, women who were about something. That's not who she celebrate. She was on the View show celebrating the women who are leaving marriages, getting out of marriages. With all that weave and makeup, or wig and makeup she have on. In her mid 40s now. I think she's like close to 44, around 44 years old, 43, 44, something like that. She was a reality TV star, and then according to the husband, soon to be ex-husband, she was supposed to put all that shit down and be a stay-at-home wife and mom. How are you on a show called Real Housewives and you don't want to be a housewife? She didn't want to be a housewife. She didn't want to put all that shit down and actually be a housewife. She saw it as see it as a come up, a career. Well, I can make some money off of this. I can parlay this into businesses and all kind of other sponsorships and shit like that. This is the mindset. This is what I'm talking about. This is the mindset of the modern W. This is how the modern W thinks. Even when they think housewife, even though she had a man that had plenty of money, I think he gifted her a Rolls Royce. She have a man that have plenty of money, but still wants the bag, still wants her own. This modern day type of mindset, they're not meant to be mothers, in my opinion. Shout out to brother Stephen White. Thank you, my brother, for the super chat. My man, I appreciate you. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh yeah, she was married to the GAY guy first. Then got with the hot dog guy. Didn't marry him, had a baby. They were engaged. Then she swiped the African dude from her friend. Yeah. And what does that tell you? She was supposed to be friends with one of the other women on the show. And before they were divorced, she was messing with that man. Messing with your friend's man from the show. Career-minded, another career-minded woman of today. When do you have time for your house and your children if your mind is always on money and career? Huh? I'm doing well. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining. Let's go, folks. I need y'all to keep getting my like count up. When do you have time for your family, your struggling children? I talked to an educator the other day. She told me her entire district, large school district too, very large school district, are at an overall 23% proficiency in reading and math. And I asked her, where should the district be? She said 70%. The district is at a 23% proficiency, and she said it should be at 70%. Do y'all hear me? Come on, talk to me.
That boy is good.
That should tell you all you need to know about the W's of today. What they're doing with their children. They're complaining that they still have the heaviest load when it comes to raising children. Because kids are just aesthetic now. I agree with you. Thank you so much, sister. She says the kids are just aesthetic to a lot of the W's today. Your children are just an aesthetic. They're just there for the look, or you're just there. Some of the W's today are just doing it just so they can say that they're a mother. Don't care about these kids. You don't care about these kids. Why is the job satisfaction? Can y'all help me understand? Why is the job satisfaction so low today amongst W's, lower than men? Y'all are not working super hard jobs. Y'all are not working in fields that require you to be on your feet doing physical labor and shit all day. Hard labor, lifting heavy loads. And even if you have a field that requires some labor, they always make exceptions for the women. The men got to lift and be able to carry higher loads, do more push-ups, stricter physical requirements, and y'all get it lighter. Y'all get it lighter in that area. How does that work? How is that possible? Shout out to Heartless the Savage. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. He said, why should men pay showroom price for a used car? That's a good question, brother. That's a great question. That's a great question. Oh, folks, I'm sorry. I didn't put the link up here to join the channel. Let me do that real quick. So anybody wants to come up as a guest. Sometimes I forget to do that. Y'all just have to remind me and say, Guru, can you put the thing up so that if people want to join? Sometimes I forget to do that. Let me put that in the chat room right now. Y'all are not working the labor even of your mothers and grandmothers. W's today don't even do the labor that their mothers and grandmothers did. Mothers and grandmothers had it much harder, had to walk further. They had it rougher when it came to the conditions, and they had way less pay. They took better care of the children, though. Even with the less pay, they took better care of the children. How does that work? They were more loving to the children. They were more loyal at home. And you hear all these damn cheating stories and cheating scandals. Come on, talk to me. Yes, exactly. Somebody said their kids were back to back. Yeah, they could have them back to back to back. Portia Williams, a woman like her, she only had one child. Look how she's behaving. She have one child. She has one child. She couldn't even stay at home and take care of that child. And I believe he did tell her she needed, because she took the time off initially, but she couldn't stand it. She had to keep going. Because initially she took time off so that she would be at home, but she couldn't stay at home. She couldn't stay at home with just the one child. Are they really making better partners? Do they really make better choices? Better partners and better choices. Are you making better choices when it comes to family? Are you making better choices when it comes to the home? What about with the money? Are a lot of the working women today making good choices with their money? Maxine said children equals checks. That's true. When they get the money, are they making better choices? The career-minded, career-oriented women. Are they making better choices with their money? What are they buying? A lot of W's today, why they so big, is because they eat junk. They're buying and eating a lot of junk food in the house, on their breaks. 1,000-calorie drink from Starbucks, just a little bit of coffee, and most of it is a bunch of sugars and shit. Come on, talk to me. Caramel and whipped cream and all kind of shit. You just fill it up with that. Y'all know I'm speaking the truth. Just put a little bit of coffee at the bottom and fill the rest up with a bunch of sugar, of different forms of sugar. Mrs. Gale said nails, fast food, wigs. Yes, they're on antidepressants, lonely, overweight, still fighting for feminism. Yeah, that's very true. You're spending much more money on your budget for your children is 10%, and you got a 90% beauty and entertainment budget. How does that work? You got some of these jokers that won't even spend money on their children. Well, you working and shit, and then gonna go and put some money on the books of some man that's locked up. You paying for him on his books and sneaking contraband. You know, I'm gonna get you. Don't you worry, I'm gonna get you. You gonna have the newest phone. You know, they treat these dudes that are locked up better than their own sons. Woo! Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear what I just said? A lot of these W's today, they treat the men that are locked up better than their own sons. They be buying milk straights from Starbucks. Prison time. Let's go, folks. Where my likes at? Get the like count up. It only takes a little bit of time to get the like count up. That's all I ask y'all to do right now. Get the like count up. It only takes a little bit of time. Shout out to brother Keith. Thank you for the super chat. He said, it breaks my heart to know that the kids in the ghettos don't have a chance in this world. It's far too damn many BW not caring for their children. Brother, that's a fact. But unfortunately, brother, I got news for you. It's a lot more than BWs not caring for these kids. We can maybe say they're amongst the main ones, or probably the main ones that don't give a damn about their kids. But you got a lot of these other jokers. They don't care about their kids either. It's the overall mindset of this damn doomed society that we're in. Bro, I just came from doing 26 years. It's real how the W's go all out. Yeah, thank you, brother, for writing that. Shout out to Coach Rob. He said he just did 26 years in the penitentiary. And he said, he's telling you right there. He said they go all out for these dudes. I mean, that's how they're laced. You look at these dudes that are, they have video. They're showing you. They got Jordans and chains and all kind of stuff in there. Brand new phones. Who you think they're getting it from? They uncle and daddies and shit are not sending them this stuff. It's women sending them this shit into the prison system. They're the ones sending contraband. They're the ones putting Jordans on their feet and anything else they need. Commissary. Put more on them. You put way more on the prisoner books than buying your kids some books. Talk to them, Guru. Sick of it. Shout out to Miss Maxine. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you, sister, for the super chat. Appreciate you. And that's the damn truth. Kids ain't hardly got no books in the house. And if they do got some, they don't know how to read them most of the time. I just told you, I talked to an educator. She said, Coach Rob said, is the dude supposed to say no? Brother, let me tell you, no, y'all get y'all's. Let these ignorant W's support y'all in the system while y'all locked up. Go ahead. Get y'all's. But if y'all were smart, y'all would find a way to take that money and invest it instead of using it so that when you get out, you'll have some real money instead of just worried about looking good while you locked up and having Jordans and shit. Or have them save that money, invest it, and then some of that money, some of y'all that got other kids and shit and is gonna owe child support, that money that them women was giving y'all could go towards your other kids' child support. Use the money that they give y'all wisely, not on chains and Jordans and trash food, trash snack food. I ain't gonna do nothing but for y'all. That's not gonna do anything for you. If they're that ignorant, which we know they are, let them fund you. But they can't come on my platform. They can't come in my panels and say, that's not what they're doing. They can't come and say that. Notice how they can't come and argue with me on stuff like this. The only thing they can say is, you don't like women. You don't like women. You always have something to say about women. That's the only thing they can say. They can't actually come up and dispute what I'm saying. They can't bring me any numbers or facts. He said, to be fair, everyone ain't buying chains and J's, and some of the W's are tricking bros too. Brother, I'm not saying everybody's buying chains and J's, but I've seen the footage up in there, and I've seen what a lot of the brothers are doing and wearing and bragging about. I'm not saying every single dude is doing that. But I'm saying a lot more dudes, when they get the money, they should be smart with it. And it damn sure ain't smart to use your money on or tell her to just give you the money. Why are you telling her to get you some J's or chain or whatever? Let her some gear, because they be wearing some fresh gear up in there too. Let her get you, the money and put it in an investment. Put it in your mama's name if you can trust her. I know you can't even trust your own mama. A lot of these jokers today, their own mama will steal that money. Might need to just put it in your child's name. They ain't gonna be able to touch it anyway. Get your child, get their name, social security number, whatever, and put it in your child's name. At least set them up for a better life than the life that you gave them while you was locked up. He said, in many cases, it's just day-to-day survival. Brother, no, it ain't no just day-to-day survival. You need to go and look at and study the conditions of a lot of these countries around the world and see the conditions that those prisoners are in. It ain't nothing compared to the United States. United States, y'all got some amazing prison conditions. You'll look at some of the shit, some of the stuff in some of these other countries. You want to talk about horrible conditions. And then you might get tortured while you're in there by the guards and whoever. I mean, folks, let's go. Get the likes up. You lived it for 26 years. This individual, some stack it and some waste it. Yeah. We need a lot more brothers that stacking it. And if you're saying some brothers are stacking it, it should show more when they get out, which it don't. It doesn't show more when you're saying some are stacking it. The guys that are stacking it, what are they stacking it for? Because when they get out, they're not having all this money and stuff going. They're still having to go and live with the women or some woman to get financed. But I'm saying, what are they doing with it? You're saying moving in silence. Okay, but what are they doing with it? Because they have nothing to show. You should have something to show for when you get out. If you're stacking, if you're in there, let's say for 5 years or 10 years, and you've been stacking all this money you're getting from these women, and you got thousands of dollars, you should be able to do something with it when you get out. It should show in some areas of your life. And it especially should show with your children. Because I know a lot of dudes that's locked up got children. Children should be doing very well. Brother says some do. I've seen dudes come out and get right to it. Okay. But I'm saying it's not showing up in the community and it's not showing up with their children. That's what I'm saying. So whatever they're getting to, right? I'm saying it's not showing up in the community and it's not showing up with their children. Listen to what I'm saying. Who's going to try and show, brother? Let me tell y'all something. Do you know how easy it would be for dudes to trend online to talk about? Do you know how much that would go viral if dudes started posting and saying, hey, you know, while I was locked up, I saved up all this money, and when I got out, I did this with it. I opened up this business. You know, I did this for my children. Those kind of stories would go viral. So I don't believe they're doing stuff like that with their money. I don't think they're doing that kind of stuff with their money. We got some guys that are doing some things with their money, but it's very few. But I want to get back to the topic because I want to keep talking about the dudes that are locked up that are. I've seen enough of it. A lot of them are wasting money. A lot of them are not. Y'all can't come and say majority of the dudes that are locked up are doing well with their money and saving the money that they're getting from these women. No. Most of them are wasting their money. Let's be real. Y'all got to be real too. Y'all can't just focus on a few dudes that y'all knew that did something with their money. No, I'm talking about majority. Majority of them are not doing anything good with their money. Let me get back to what I'm saying. A lot of these W's that work, a lot of them know they have to end up choosing a man that don't really work that much or don't do much when it comes to ambition and shit like that, because that man is going to have something to say with his home. If things are not getting done and all that stuff, they're going to have a problem. The relationship's not going to last. That's why they normally choose. Have y'all noticed the trend? It's been a trend with more and more W's picking men that don't want to work, are lazy. They're the same ones that get on the internet and bitch about how they got cheated on, how he didn't do. And look, they don't complain that they were doing most of the work. That's not what they're complaining about. They complain after the fact that they bought him all this and they did all this for him and they still got cheated on. That's what they bitch about. They don't complain that they're working and the man's not working. They complain that they got cheated on even after all of that. Because the man don't respect you. He don't respect your career. He don't respect none of that stuff. He don't respect that job that you have. He doesn't honor that. You got a job and a big mouth on you. Yeah, he's screwing somebody else at the same time he's screwing you. These W's today are too stupid to realize that. You're complaining more about the man that you were screwing, the fact that you bought him all this stuff, and all I got in return was he cheated on me. He still left me. And I bought him all those shoes. I bought him all those clothes. I did this. I paid all the bills. I sacrificed. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That's what they cry and complain about. I did all the sacrificing in the relationship. He didn't do much of nothing. And this was the thanks I got. Even if she do respect herself, cheating still happens. I don't know what you mean by that. If she do respect herself, cheating still happens. I'm talking about very specific situations here. You got to listen to what I'm saying. I'm talking about how they complain after the fact that they supported some man and built him up and was paying all the bills in the household, and he was living off you for years. And then you come to find out he had been cheating. He had been doing this. He had another family. He wasn't really even... You wasn't even really the main woman. Things like this. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Mrs. Gale. Thank you for the super chat. She said BW spend $9.4 billion on beauty in 2023. Numbers for 2025 expected to pass that. 12% of black boys can't read. 80% fourth grade black boys in California cannot read past the third grade. Wow. 80%, she said, of black boys in California cannot read past the third grade. What does that tell you? Folks, get the likes up and support the show. Let's go. Support this powerful content that you're not going to hear anywhere else. We're approaching our first hour. Let's go. We're approaching our first hour. Support the platform. We don't live in a society that... Wait, so are you providing solutions, or are you just belittling people who made bad choices? How does one avoid? Tracy, well, if you were smart, like y'all say y'all so smart, then you would understand what you need to do. What are you talking about? You would understand what you need to do. Okay, here's a solution, Tracy. Stop buying all the fake shit. Take care of your children. Spend more time with them in the home. Spend more time with them on their homework. Why don't you become a devout religious woman, like a Muslim woman? Become very disciplined with your diet. Lose the weight. Stop being so much concerned about money and be more concerned about your family and your children. Does that sound like a solution? Does that sound like a solution? You asked me what's the solution. Does that sound like a solution? Because you think I'm just belittling people. Does that sound like a solution? Men have to do what too? Well, if a woman chooses... Let's think about this, what you're saying, brother. Oh, here's another solution. Stop funding prisoners and wanting to screw them and can't wait for them to get out so that you can screw them and make more children with them. The men don't have to do that because the women should be mating with men who are already doing this. This should be natural selection / women choosing the best possible partners to mate with, i.e. men who have jobs, i.e. men who are not known for being players and cheaters and smooth talkers. But it's all about their feelings. That's all they care about is how they feel. Look, The depressants make them feel good. The liquor makes them feel good. The puffing makes them feel good. On and on and on. It's all about they just want to feel good. Eating the exorbitant amount of food that they eat makes them feel good. Come on, talk to me. Now, did I lie? Did I lie? Tracy, if you have something to say, you can request up, hit the link, and come on up and say what you have to say. That's all you got to do. Hit the link and come on up. I don't know why y'all be so afraid. It's pinned in the comment section. Come on up and speak your mind and say what you have to say. Let me ask y'all, everybody in the chat, did I just give a solution for them, for the W's? Did I just give them a solution? Yes or no? Everybody in the chat room, did I just give them a solution? Yes or no? Can y'all please let me know? Did I just give them a solution? Okay, everybody's saying yes. You're saying no, you're a liar. Okay, come and tell me how I did not give a solution. Come and tell me how I did not give a solution, because you're lying right now. Everybody else is saying yes, but you. Y'all say, do I ever give the solutions? I get so sick and tired of the W saying that when you can clearly hear me giving you solutions. And I have plenty of testimonies from women who've said, Guru, I listened to you and I made these changes. Guru, I did better. Guru, I'm doing this. Guru, I was able to get me a husband. Guru. Now she ain't nowhere to be found. She was running her mouth and now she ain't nowhere to be found. You were just running your mouth. I know you still watching. Tighten up your wig or your braids, whatever you got on in your head right now, and figure it out. And come on up. Yeah, right, brother. He said if they're so smart, why are they asking for solutions? That's a good point. Why are you talking to us, then go talk to them? Who are you talking about, lady? What are you talking about? I'm talking to whoever needs to hear it. And the message will get out to where it needs to get out. Trust me. My messages always go out to where they need to go out. Come on, talk to me. You just in here mad. Yeah, there we go. Here's another solution. Put some clothes on. Cover your titties up. Stop showing your the V part down there. Stop showing that V. Put something over your behind and stop wearing little tight stuff so that we can see up into the crack of your ass. Stop wearing that. That's the best y'all have, sassy. That don't do shit to me. Stop trying to look like you don't have nothing on and you calling it looking cute. And we all know what you're really trying to do. You're hoping that you can get some attention because that's what you crave. You crave attention and money. You have a sickness in your body, in your mind. This is a illness that you have, constantly wanting attention and money. You're never satisfied. You didn't got all these strides toward better employment, better working conditions, more money, more pay. You got it easier than you've ever had it before and still complaining, still not happy. Bye, sunshine, you gone. Somebody said greedy 304s, attention. Yeah, attention 304s. Attention 304s, that's all they care about. I see the woman ain't came back. She was talking all that ish. Although modern day, half independent, no need a man, baby mama's dog mom celebrated Kevin's demise. Another brother have involved to keep him in check. Yeah, I'm going to keep him in check. Shout out. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Let's go, folks. My like count is about halfway of where I need it to be. Get the likes up. We would have a better society if so many of y'all wasn't focused on career. And let me talk to the men for a minute. Leave these W's alone who only care about their job, their career. Leave these W's alone who only care about their career. If she spend more time talking about work and how she's not happy, not satisfied, right? And she wants this better, wants that better, want to move up and want to go here. And she can't wait to finish the school. Or she's going to go back to school so she can finish her career. She's talking more. Leave that type of W alone. Because what do you think is going to happen while you're screwing her? You're going to get her pregnant. And she's not going to be focused on that child. She damn sure not going to be focused on you. You're going to be focused on, okay, I just had this baby. I got to get the money. And you need to do more. She's going to resent you for getting her pregnant and blame you and say, you need to do more and figure it out so that she can get her promotion, so that she can make her money. That's what she's going to do. That's what she's going to do. Brother, I don't know why these W's are so upset. Because they wake up upset. Didn't you hear me say that they get out of bed? They don't get out of bed chipper and happy and pleasant. They don't have a good mindset when they get out of bed. They have a wicked mindset or a lazy mindset. Did y'all just hear what I said? That's why she's upset. She's upset because of that fact. This guy's chat is always, what? I don't know what you're saying. Protect your seed. Watch where you put your private. Watch where you slang your thing. If my content is always trash, why are you always... You see how goofy these W's are? You see how ignorant and goofy they are? He says my content is always trash, but that means you're always in here watching it. My content is trash. Exactly, brother. He said family is not business. Family is love. They don't love anymore. They don't love. They don't have love. No, I'm not going to block you. I'm going to make you sit in here and watch me. That's what I'm going to do. Folks, I'm making a W who's watching me live right now. She's so angry. She hates me. She thinks my content is trash, but she can't stop watching it. She wants me to block her. I'm not going to block her. I'm going to make her. I'm forcing her right now to sit here and watch me. I'm forcing her. I want everybody to know this is the first time I've ever forced a woman to do anything. I'm forcing this woman right now to watch me. I'm going to force this woman right now to watch me. Somebody that don't like me, that despise me, you're forced now to watch me. I'm sorry. I'm going to do it by force today. I'm going to do it by force today.
Am I seen on? Okay, I'm seen. I know you was looking for me. Now I got anxiety.
Yeah, what'd you get anxiety for?
Because I made that comment and I just did not like the comments that was coming in. So when I asked that
what
question,
do you mean you didn't like the comments that was coming in?
Well, I didn't like how you said it, oh, don't wear weaves and cover your bodies. And I've been doing that, right? Because I would say when I got pregnant with my son.
You don't like how I said don't wear weaves?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I think you were assuming because of my profile picture. And so all I'm saying is, can I just...
Do you wear weaves or not?
I don't anymore. Okay, so all I'm saying
I wasn't assuming that you wore weaves. You asked for solutions, right?
Right.
Isn't that what you asked for? So I was giving y'all solutions on what y'all need to do.
Right. but that's not like the help I was looking for, right? Because
Okay, what's the help you're looking for?
so like I have my son now, and like ever since I had him, you know, my life has changed. I haven't had the urge to do like the things that I used to do anymore. But I find myself isolated in life, like not really being able to be around other people because a lot of people don't like to take accountability and don't want to change. Um, but that doesn't mean like I deserve to be alone forever, right? So if you don't want women focusing on work, but I have to, it's like I'm going to be at a disadvantage either way. Like if my son is growing up in a single parent household, right? So if
You
I
only
work
have one child?
I only have one child.
Okay, so here's the thing. This is what I need you women to do, right? Because it seems like you might be a little bit reasonable and rational.
I like to think that I am.
Okay, so instead of saying what's the solution and having like a little attitude about it, all you have to say is, Guru, I would like to talk to you. I'm teaching you something. This is how you deal with men. Guru, I would like to talk to you about my situation because what you're saying is hitting home. And then I would say, Tracy, no problem. All you have to do is request and come up and you can have a conversation with me and I'll talk to you about your situation.
Okay.
Why is that so difficult though for y'all to understand how to do that?
Okay, so
Y'all know how to politely go and say, hi, can I get a number 2 with extra fries and extra cheese?
Yes. So I
Y'all know
think
how
some
to
people
ask for
have
that.
anxiety, and I think some people are just rude.
You have anxiety to talk on the
I mean, I
phone?
just have anxiety in general from a lot of things, and I don't really like get on camera much, but it's been bothering me lately because lately I've been getting on the line and I see a lot of people hate Black women or dislike them. And when I say hate, hate means reject. So I'm just saying it bothers me and it gives me anxiety because I have a son, and so I would
Does
like to
hate
know, like,
mean reject?
it does.
Really?
I mean, if you go to the Apocrypha, but we're not going to even, I mean, the concordance, we're not going to, I don't want to go there. I'm just saying, like, I don't mean like hate as a, hate doesn't have to be a terrible thing. Like, we're rejected in society, I feel. And it bothers me. And I wonder, like,
Can you
how I'm going to
reject
rest.
something and not hate it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you do know. I think you do know. If a man was attractive but not quite that attractive to what you wanted, and
Okay.
you said, I don't want your phone number, and he, because he wanted your, they exchange phone numbers, you wouldn't hate him, but you would reject him.
Yes. I was just wondering what the solution is for Black women if they don't. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage either way. Like,
Where do you feel like you're at a disadvantage of because you're a single working mom?
yeah, so I can't work too much because I have to still pay attention to my son. But
How old is your son?
he's 3 right now.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
But as he gets older, if I put work before him to provide a better life for him, then I feel like I won't be um present enough for him.
Where's his
But then if he
father?
uh oh no, I don't
No, you got to be honest so that you're asking for solutions. See, y'all want
if
solutions a
I
lot of times, but y'all don't want to be honest.
his father is around. He's not. I'm torn with that, and I don't even know if I want to say that on here.
What do you mean he's around? Does his father help you?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, and he doesn't provide any financial help either.
No.
Okay, why is that?
I already know what you're gonna say. So he was incarcerated, and he got out, and I told him where we were so that he can provide the help that we needed, and it just
When did he get out?
he got out when my son was 2.
Okay, So a year ago, you said your son's 3 now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're proving what I was just talking about. You were mad with what I was saying because it was the truth and it was hitting your situation. That's what I just said. I said this is a lot of time where y'all get mad and make y'all little comments is because what I'm saying is actually hitting y'all. I was talking about the dudes that are locked up and shit and the choices that y'all make and why you can't help out. You have to, and now you're on here talking about I'm torn between 2 places. I want to be able to do better for my family, for me and my son, and make more money. But at the same time, if I'm working so much, I'm not going to be in the home spending time with him.
Right.
How many children does your baby father have?
He has 5.
By how many women?
4. Well, actually, I never thought I would make that mistake, so, but I did. The
Which
mistake has
baby mama
happened.
are you? Which baby mama are you?
The 4th. Yes, I'm the 4th.
Why? Why are you baby mama number 4?
When I met him, I needed guidance about the Bible, and he knew it. I don't even want to talk about that, but he kind of like came into my life and said that he would help me with the word, and that is kind of how I fell for it.
Was he a
And
pastor?
no, he wasn't. I was going through something spiritually, and I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't grow up with the word in my house, so
why didn't you go to the church house or go to a mosque?
I've been to the church, but I wanted to study it more in
So
depth.
you wanted to just get some private dude who you didn't know shit about much?
No, we knew each other as friends.
Did you know that he had? Did you know that he had 4 other children before you?
No, he told me he only had 1.
And let me guess, you found out after you got pregnant?
No, I didn't. I found out before I got pregnant.
That's even worse.
Yes, it is. But
why did you still get pregnant by him? Why were you still intimate with him?
Some people you talk to, you, I don't know, feel bad for. It was never supposed to happen like that, but it did, and that would have to be something we discuss on a deeper level.
Wait, what do you mean it was never supposed to? I don't understand. Y'all say that to me sometimes. It was never supposed to happen. What do you mean by that? What do you mean it was never supposed to happen?
It was just never supposed to happen like that. We initially
What do you mean by that?
We initially met up to talk about the word, and I was not trying to judge him for his situation because I had my own situation.
Whose house did y'all meet up at when y'all was discussing the word?
Mine. It was my house.
Okay. Did he have a place of his own?
Yes, he had a place of his own. We used to just
Did you ever go to his place?
Yes.
So you verified he had his own house?
Apartment, not a house.
Apartment. How many bedrooms?
He had 2.
Who was in the other bedroom?
There was nobody in the other bedroom.
Okay, so there's a sign right there. You knew he had 4 kids. He had his own apartment, and he wasn't taking care of none of the other kids because they weren't living with him.
Right.
Because taking care of also means that he should be spending time with them, meaning they should have their own place in his house also. That means he's seeing his children.
Right. I feel like you're like purposely not trying to understand what I'm saying.
How am I not trying to understand? I understand clearly what you're saying. I'm asking you, how did it get to the point to where you were talking about you was focused on the word? You're letting him come over privately into your house. You talking about y'all studying the word, but it was more like he was studying your body. That's what he was doing.
We already know when you go to the church house, they're not going to teach you in depth about the word. They're not. And that's just, it is what it is. And I needed to learn in depth about the word so that I can live my life better. Plus, I just didn't feel like church was really helping me. It's like you go there, the pastor reads like whatever he sees on the surface. And if you have any questions, you're not allowed to question certain things in the church. And this is true.
Shout out to the Mrs. Leaper. She said you have the answer for everything, but the wrong answer.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's why I'm on the live. I didn't say I had the answer for
How
everything.
old are you?
28.
Why do you seem so, here's what I'm noticing about you. You seem very troubled.
I'm very anxious.
No,
And
you
yes,
you
I'm
seem
very
more than anxious. You seem troubled. Like your inner spirit, your inner woman is troubled.
like, yeah, I mean, I've been through a lot in life. And now I'm trying to fix it. And I feel like when I get online, there is no solution for the problem. So yes, it kind of
Have you
bothers
ever
me.
considered you need a lot. You need discipline, you need to learn. Have you ever considered Islam? Have you ever considered becoming a Muslim?
No.
Definitely need to consider it. You need to, the first thing you need to do is either open up the internet on your phone or order one. You can order them for free. You need to get you a Quran and start reading it. You need to get yourself to the nearest mosque that you can find. All you got to do is Google mosque, especially during time of Ramadan. They're going to help you. This is the time where Muslims are most generous. They're going to help you. You need a mentor. Where's your mother?
I don't know.
You're out here lost.
Yeah. I mean, some women are. That's why I'm on the live. Like, I don't know where my mother is. I recently just moved back with my father, and we haven't had like a constant relationship.
When's the last
But
time you seen your mother?
it's been a minute.
Were you raised by your mother?
As a child, yes. As a little girl, but I left the house when I was 16.
Why?
She wanted us out.
Shout out to Derek. He said he got in depth in that. Yeah. Unfortunately, the brother, like I said, he was studying something else. You trying to study the word. He's studying your curves.
Yeah, I can admit that I was manipulated. That's why I say, like, when women are seeking help, where do they go? Because it's not like I have.
You have enough common sense to know that you studying the word with some man who's not a pastor, who's just talking about, let me come over to your house privately alone.
That's not how it happened.
Shout out to
making
RJ
something
Fleming.
up.
He said you put yourself through what you're going through. Okay, so we got some people, their opinion is you put yourself through this.
Of
Do you
course,
think
so I
that
have to
you
take
do you think you did this to yourself?
Of course. Yes. I
But
believe that I
you
did.
just told, hold on a second. But you just told me you were manipulated.
I didn't use the word manipulated. I said that's not how it was supposed to be.
Lady, we heard you. I heard you say you were manipulated.
Okay, I don't
To
think I
the
used
people
word.
watching in the chat room, did you or did you not? Did y'all hear her say she was manipulated? People watching in the chat room, did y'all hear her say she was manipulated? Okay, they saying yes.
Mm.
I know what I heard, lady. You know how many women I've interviewed? I do this for a living. I do one-on-one sessions with tons of women all the time when they come and tell me stories way worse than yours. I've had women tell me stories way worse than you. With tears just bawling down their face, crying. I know, Guru. But y'all see, here's the mask that y'all put on. Y'all fight me in the comment section of my content and my videos, mad at the world, but you're mad at the words because they're true and they're hitting y'all. and the truth
But I'm
hurts.
not mad. I'm not mad.
You were.
Okay.
You were clearly mad. I can't, lady. You know I know the language of women when they say things to me like, "Do you actually have a solution? Or are you just gonna keep pointing out all the problems and all this other stuff?" I know what that tone is. I know what you're talking about when y'all say stuff like that.
Okay. Okay.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'6".
What do you weigh right now?
Probably like 145. I lost a lot of weight. So
Probably like you don't know
my
how
normal weight
much.
is like 160.
You weigh 160 or 145?
No, I said my normal weight is like 160, but I am 145 currently.
You've been stressing a lot? Why are you losing so
I
much weight?
have. I
Yeah.
have.
'Cause I knew it probably wasn't healthy weight, gym weight, or nothing like that.
Mm-mm. I would like to just do right by my son. So like I just feel like I'm looking for this.
This is a spiritual battle that you're going through right now. It's an internal battle. Let me share something with you. I did a live the other day about Anthony Edwards, his situation. And I asked, why are men, especially wealthy black men, attracted to seductive women that they know are no good, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a brother came into the comment section of somewhere where it was posted, and he asked me a question about that very thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he said something like, "Guru, I can't figure out for the life of me why so many of these brothers like trashy women like this." You know what I told him? My answer to him was, I said, because you got to clean up the inner man.
I
The inner
understand.
man is going to be attracted to that type of woman if he's unclean. So he's going to be attracted to an unclean woman. But a man who's cleaned himself up from the inside, who has the right type of thinking, the right mindset, a pure, clean mind and a pure, clean heart, he's not going to want that kind of woman. He's going to know the dangers of her. He's going to know that she's no good, that she's not going to bring any good to his household, to his life, to his family. So he's going to avoid that kind of a woman. He's not going to want no woman who works on a pole or looks like a pole worker, sitting in the camera with her legs spread open so she can show her crotch, the shape of it, and the toe shape of it, and all that other stuff. Sitting there with a top on so you can see her nipples popped out. He's not going to even be thinking about that. He's going to be thinking much further, much more in advance than that. The inner woman is unclean. That's why you were messing with that kind of a man. Yeah, you were searching, but you told me that you knew that he had those other kids and things before, and you also used the word manipulated. You knew what was going on, and you still chose to lay down with the man. Were y'all even in any type of relationship?
Mm-mm.
So
Mm.
just you were studying the Bible with him, and then y'all just got freaky one day? That was it?
No, that's not how it happened. I mean, I guess if you want to put it like that, then yeah.
That's pretty much how it happened. Y'all wasn't in no relationship.
Wanted to get control of, which I don't do anymore. Like I don't do those things anymore. I don't even have the craving to do it anymore. Since I had my son, it just was taken away.
Did you hear what I said? I said the inner woman is jacked up. That's why
Yes.
you're attracted even to anybody that's like that.
Right.
He was no
That's
pastor or pastor. He probably wasn't even no pastor type. What does he look like? Describe his physical appearance, his tattoos, his hair, all that stuff. Describe him. Describe him.
He is of lighter complexion. He has locks. He does have tattoos.
How many tattoos?
A lot. A lot.
So he looks like a street guy.
Yes, I would say so.
And you thought this guy was going to be good at teaching you the Bible?
I didn't think he was going to be good at it.
Then
I
why
kind of
was you
didn't.
going to him? You're not making
I
no
kind of
damn
didn't.
sense.
No, I didn't understand the word, so I felt like what he was saying was true. But what I'm saying is now I understand that I was not my like mind was not in the right place. I was just searching for something spiritually. Like I really needed help, and I didn't have any.
Your mind is still
No
not in the
one.
right place. Your mind is still not in the right place.
Well, now I'm by myself, so good. Good.
You've been by yourself. What do you mean now? You had another relationship recently?
He wants to be in a relationship.
Have you had another relationship recently?
No, I have not been in a relationship since I've had my son.
When's the last time you were intimate with a man?
I have not been since I had my son.
Shout out to Brother Fleming again. He said, good teaching, young man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Shout out to Mrs. Leeper again. She said, all of her life choices are the result of her childhood trauma. She needs to go to therapy and deal with those issues. That's facts. I don't even have time or the mental capacity right now to deal with what happened to you as a child. But I know it damn sure probably wasn't that good. Seemed like your mother wasn't a good mentor. Talking about she kicked y'all out of the house at 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Were you ever out there fast? And did you live a fast lifestyle with men when you were
Yeah,
younger?
I did. I did when I was younger. Yeah.
Yeah. You just never got pregnant?
Mm, no. I kind of wouldn't. I would say like I don't know if it was from all the drinking and drugs that I was doing. Like I don't know. I don't know.
All the drinking and drugs.
Yeah. I
What
made a
what
lot of.
what was the main substance you were using?
Um. Yeah, a lot of things. I used to a lot of things. Just trying to numb the pain or not deal with it.
The pain of what?
Not
Of
really
your
not relating.
childhood?
Uh, yes, and being alone, not having like a adult to um adult that's supposed to help you.
You didn't grow up anywhere around your father at all?
No, I met my father when I was 18 and I was like still kind of rebellious then and he like tried, but I eventually like ran off to a different city and thought I was finding myself. But he has communicated with me like on and off since then and that's why I'm here with him. He understands the trauma he that I went through and he feels bad for like why he wasn't in my life, but my mom didn't allow it. So there's that.
Your mom didn't allow him to be in your life?
Mm-mm.
But you said he's around now?
Mm-hmm. I'm staying with him currently. He's
Good.
actually helping
Hopefully
me
he
with
can
my
help you.
son.
Hopefully he can help you keep your body to yourself for now, so you don't. The last thing you need right now is more children.
I
And I'm
agree.
glad you haven't been out there messing with no men for the last several years. Hopefully you telling me the truth. Mrs. Gale, she said this is sad. The result of a young lady who was unloved by her mother. Mothers need to do better with our daughters. Do you ever feel like your mother loved you?
No, I feel like it was always a competition.
See, and a lot of these W's, they come over to my show and they have a problem with the way that I speak about them. But this is the result right here. When you don't take good care and nurture and love your children properly, this is what your daughters end up doing. We already know what the sons do. They are into the same sex, or they get lost in the streets. They don't really make good things and good life choices when they get older either. Just like her, she hasn't made good life choices and life decisions. Somebody said it's just a lack of guidance. There's more than that. She needs way more than guidance. I'm telling her she needs to get her inner mind right. It's a spiritual battle that you're fighting.
This is true.
The more you fight it, the more you try to do it on your own and all, the more demons are going to come right into your life. In Islam, we say the shaitan and the jinn. You're going to have more of these type of creatures that are evil and want to do harm for you. They don't want nothing good to happen to you. You're going to have more of this and more of these type of negative, depressive thoughts until you go get yourself together. You need to get yourself together and get yourself together fast. Like you have no time to waste. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Shout out to brother Keith. He said, I pray that you get the help you need, man. Yeah, I want you to listen. I have a good audience, that the ones that actually watch my content and support me, like not the ones that hate on my content, the ones that actually watch. I have good people that love my kind of content and actually will pray for harm or danger to come upon you, right? I have very good people that follow me and watch my content that are like this, but you got to do the work too. I want to see you come back on I think I've seen you in my comment section before talking crazy. I want to see you talking crazy no more in the conversation. I want to hear you come back and say, Guru, I took your advice. I actually I've been doing good by myself. I've been getting my inner spiritual woman together. And no more private Bible study.
Yeah, my dad already told me.
With some thug. I don't even understand why. Folks, this is when you can't fathom or understand how something like this would even happen or why she would allow. This is the spiritual battle that I'm talking about. This is the wicked preachers that are convincing her right is good or wrong is right and right is wrong. Talking her into this shit. And her mind is playing tricks on her. So she thinks that this is a good decision at the time. This is a lot of you want to know all the time where I say about the community, the community, and I'm talking about the community, I'm talking about the specific community. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Everything they do backwards. There's a reason for that, because the mind is gone and the mind gives in to these wicked forces that are telling them to do everything backwards. They do everything backwards. When it comes to any type of decision making, it's all done backwards. This is why, like the things that I'm saying, one of the things I said they spend more money on the prisoners and put money on their books than books for their own children. When I said that earlier, that's backwards. Because you have evil entities convincing you that that's the right thing to do. And y'all don't get it. Hard-headed ass women. What do you do for work right now?
Right now I just moved states. So I'm not working where I'm at currently. But I am looking for work here, but I don't want anything that is, hold on, son, too demanding. Where I can't take care of him. Where I was previously, I was working at his school, but we had to like abruptly leave that state due to the issues I'm having with.
Yeah, you need to start working now too, because
for it.
you have no other help. You gotta you need to I mean, while you have time with him at 3, take as much time as you can to spend time with him and try to love on him and stuff. But you got to start working too. You got to have income to support him. You're not getting shit from this dude. Shout out to Mrs. Leaper. She said, love yourself more than the hate you feel within. Yes. She has to learn to love herself more. Shout out to, I think it's Ayob Young. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the donation. You need to do better and love yourself and get rid of all the bad habits. You need to change. That's why I say you need a lot of discipline. I already know. I'm not even getting into your habits. I already know you got a lot of bad habits. No discipline.
I don't have a lot of bad habits anymore, actually.
You're not just sitting in the house all day doing nothing.
No.
Shout out to Mrs. Gill. She said she wants better for her son. She reconnected with her father. She is ahead of most women who call in. That is very true.
Thanks.
Just by you wanting better for your son and reconnecting with your father, most of the women, they don't have a good relationship or relationship at all with their father. So I'm glad that you're living with him. Hopefully you have a better outcome. But you don't have any time to waste, lady. These are the formative years of your son's life. You're 28 years old, right before you hit 30. You might be able to have a total transformation, change yourself totally around, and maybe, who knows, miracle might happen and you find you a good husband that can actually help you and will love you. But you got to start working on yourself first. Well, I appreciate you for coming up.
Thank you for
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Folks, do me a favor, and I need everybody to work on getting the like count up. Ooh. I need y'all to get my likes up. I just looked at it. I'm low. I told y'all, though. These women, a lot of them are mad at me because it is the inner demon within that's mad. That's what's mad. The inner demon within is mad because I'm speaking truth. And they can't take it. They can't handle it. They're mad because they know I'm right when it comes to these things. When I say that them working and making all this money and shit, what has it done to the society? What has it done to their families? What has it done to their children? And they're not even happy at work. They have way less job satisfaction than men. Over that 7-year period, I gave y'all the study. Over that 7-year period, it's been proven that they're not satisfied with the job. They're not satisfied at home or with work. They're not satisfied with their children. That's a spiritual battle. They don't even realize the anger and the hurt and the frustration and the uneasiness, all that shit, trying to take the depressants and drinking and going out and partying all the time. They're trying to heal themselves. It's not working. Guru, it's the lack of fathers in the household that makes girls go looking for that fulfillment elsewhere. Yes. When they try to, when she said she was fast when it came to men, yes. When you have the presence and the love of a father in the house, most girls are not going to be fast. When you have the presence of a good father in the home and the love of a good father, you're not going to be fast. When you have a woman who chose, or every once in a while, just the bad luck of the draw, when she's no good or when he's no good and he wants to do stuff with his daughters that he shouldn't be doing, nasty, wicked stuff with his daughters, that's when they become fast too. That's when they run and want to be in the streets and be with older men and mess around. They do that stuff too. Yes. Why do you have the phone pointing at the ceiling?
Oh, I had to set it down.
Brother, I talked to you before. I remember you. What do you need?
Yeah, your title. I saw that and I'm like, their money don't count. So that's all I really got to say.
What do you mean their money don't count?
They don't spend no money on men, so yeah, they need to have a job, but no, their money don't count. Women's money don't count because they don't spend no money on men. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, they do. They spend money, a lot of money on broke men. You crazy?
That's not the majority. That's the minority.
What do you mean it's the minority?
Them men they spend money on is maybe 5% of men. That's not most. They ain't doing that for most men.
That's
But
all
yeah,
you had to say?
yeah. I'm gonna hop out here.
All right, brother. Have a good one. Somebody wanted him to elaborate. He's not going to elaborate. I talked to that brother before. And that brother right there, he spends, you know what's funny is that you go back and look on I think it might be on my Instagram page, he spends money on women while they're giving their body to other men. He finances women. He said he was dealing with some woman, I remember him. He said he was dealing with some woman who he was paying all his money for her lifestyle, sending her on trips and shit. And she gives up her cooter cat to other men. He said that's just what they do. That all women do that. Well, that's what he believes about women. Yeah, somebody said he's a trick. Yeah. Mrs. Gale, thank you so much for the super chat. She said that young lady was in a lot of pain. I can only imagine what she saw and experienced as a 5-year-old in her mother's household. I can only imagine too, Mrs. Gale. Folks, y'all on this platform right here, I need y'all to hit this goal. That's what I need y'all to do right now. I need y'all to hit my goals. Y'all want me to continue streaming and talking on this platform. Every time I put up a new goal, that's what I need y'all to do is hit the goal. It's a disgusting thing in our day and time. It's a very disgusting thing when you have a society full of men who just think that tricking is normal now. Men who think that 50, 60 bodies is normalized now. And the women who do too. It's a sad and disgusting thing. This is the new norm. Tricking, oh yeah, that's what you gotta do now these days is pay for it. No problem, Tracy. You're welcome. That's what you gotta do is pay for it these days. And then you got the women saying, yeah, we gonna make that money. We gonna get that bag. All right, folks. I think I'm done for today. That was a wild conversation. I don't even think I can take any more conversations like that. That was deep and wild. Just so y'all know, these are the type of conversations when I do one-on-ones with women. If you need a one-on-one, just go to my website, blackguru.com, BLKGURU.com. It's in the bio. Click the link in my bio or in the description. when I do these type of one-on-ones, these coachings, these women come to me with even way worse stories than that. But that's usually, you know, how the conversation will go somewhat. And then I give them even more than what I gave her. I give them a lot more things that they need to do and follow up they need to do with me to hold them accountable. The only problem is a lot of them, they don't come back that often. Why? Because they don't want to be held accountable. They don't want to do the things that I told them to do. So they get the results they get. And a lot of them return back to the same trash situation they were in. With the same type of men. With the same story. They don't change. Do those women take accountability? Some of them do, yes. Some of them do. Majority of them that I talk to, they're good. They're good listeners, and they're good at that. They're good at listening and following some instruction. The problem is when they get off the phone with me and they go back to their normal lives. What do they do then? What are they doing when they go back to their normal lives? Because if they were doing the right thing, they could be able to come right back to me and tell me, Guru, I did this and you were right and this helped me and it changed. I probably would say maybe 10% of the women have done that. And I've done a lot of one-on-ones. I think 10% maybe of the women actually did that. Guru, thanks for standing on business and not letting these women change the delivery of your message. They need to hear it straight and raw, not sugar-coated. Yes, I know that. Because that's what's actually going to penetrate their minds and their hearts. Some of them. A few of them. Not many. Folks, thank you so much for being here. Everybody that watched, donated, was a part of this live stream show. Thank you for the guests that came on. Man, I wouldn't be able to hold these live streams without the support. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day. Salute to all of the people that rock with the Black Guru. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Ramadan Mubarak. And see you next time. Have a good evening.